Since I've showcased them, many of the mods I've covered on this channel have been updated and or overhauled, which often leads to the mod changing dramatically in quality. If you've gone into the comments underneath many of the videos on the channel, especially in the mod rankings, you'll notice many people say that I've ranked a character incorrectly because I haven't played with their newest versions. In this series of re-reviews, I'm going to attempt to rectify this by going back to some of these mods and looking at the changes since I first covered them. I will only cover the new features and or changes to a character, meaning these videos will be shorter. However, I'm also going to use this series to try out new things, like effects or edits I wouldn't normally use, scripts and jokes I wouldn't usually write, and shortcuts I previously wouldn't even think about. By the end of this first batch of re-reviews, which will hopefully run concurrently with my standard reviews, my video making, editing and thumbnail skills will all have hopefully increased, and the channel as a whole will have hopefully improved. So let's start things off with a re-review of Fad Cars by Fabman33. And by Fad Cars, I mean Frank, because Dummy got the short end of the stick and got absolutely no significant changes. Frank, on the other hand, has had his movement completely overhauled. On land, he controls the same as he always has, but the flight burst has been reworked into a secondary ability, with the propeller burst now taking center stage. Essentially a weaker hover for Metal Sonic, the propeller burst is fine. We'll never complain about a character getting more abilities if it doesn't negatively affect the rest of the moveset, which this doesn't, but the ability still feels unfinished. You can hold spin to drop downwards, but you don't seem to actually be able to land using this. You can hover until reaching the floor, but I found that you'd simply hover on the ground rather than transferring back to a walking state. He also lacks a precise way to float back up. You can use a flight burst, but calling that a precise tool is like calling a jackhammer a precise nail clipper. Finally, Frank lacks any way to cancel the ability, which means you'll often hover over an area and wait to run out of stamina, which obviously breaks up the flow of a state significantly. Again, you can use the flight burst to drop back down, but that can occasionally lead to more trouble than it's worth if the ceiling is sloped, because Frank doesn't really know what to do then and simply launches you to the side. Overall, this update does improve the mod, but considering I already gave the mod an 8, which looking back at it, it didn't really deserve at the time, I don't feel it improves the mod enough to increase the rank to a 9, especially with the flaws the ability currently has. I apologise for the inconsistent uploads recently, but I've been on a bit of a Remedy obsession. I want to make some videos about the Remedy connected universe, but I'm not sure how well they'll do, which isn't really the same audience as these current videos. I will do it, because I can't control my urges, but I'm worried whether you guys will be able to stay awake. If they do poorly, I'll be in a lot of pain. Okay, I'll start with the bad puns. If they do too badly, I can make a Sonic 2 review and hopefully win back some favour. Hope you enjoyed the video, and ciao.